What's up, boys and girls? Hey, I'm back. I know I just released the I'm back video like a week ago, and then I kind of ghosted. Well, I put that video out literally the day that I was kind of starting to feel off. And I don't know about y'all, but influenza has been running rampant around my hometown. My kid's school had a bunch of teachers and students out, and I was in bed for like a week. It was brutal. So, anyways, that's why I posted I'm back, and then I wasn't really back. I'm going to talk today a little bit about what I've been seeing on social media happening in the UK and in Germany, specifically talking about how we've been seeing police show up at private citizens' homes and basically either arresting them or admonishing them for offending people online. And why I think that that's important for us as citizens, and why I think that that is particularly important for us as believers. I've seen a couple of different things. One was actually a news outlet. I think it was like CBS or something along those lines, following police officials around in Germany, knocking on people's doors and making arrests for posting offensive memes or reposting memes that were deemed to be offensive. It has been deemed crime in the UK to offend other people. And people are getting arrested and put in jail. Free speech is now gone. And I think that this is incredibly alarming. I think that as believers and as Americans, we need to be very diligent in watching what is going on in the rest of the world. And here is why. Freedom of religion is tied very closely to the freedom of speech. If we cannot speak what is true without fear of being imprisoned and jailed, that is a real problem. That is the government now saying that, well, your opinion, though it is your opinion, is no longer worthy of being put out into the public. And if it does offend someone else, their right to not be offended supersedes your right to have an opinion and speak the truth. Correlate that to your faith, because it is the absolute next step. It's not going to be political memes or speaking out against the prime minister or speaking out against a political official or speaking out against abortion. It's going to be, you worship a God that is different than what is socially acceptable, and you are now going to be punished for it. That is the absolute next step. It's not in the US. Thank God that the election went the way that it did, because that was absolutely around the corner. But for now, we're insulated from it. But it is absolutely happening, so much so that I believe the commissioner of the UK police, or whatever their law enforcement institution is, was actually toting online that he wanted to come to the US to extradite people for internet crimes back to the UK. Non-citizens of the UK, US citizens, he wanted to extradite to the UK to be tried for internet crimes. Basically tried for offending others online. Guys, we need to be careful. I think for me, as a believer, as a man, as a citizen, yeah, I think that there is a mandate to respect the laws of our land, but not so much so that the laws of our land directly interfere or counteract or contradict the laws of God, the laws of nature. Human rights, inalienable human rights. It's problematic. And there will be a time, I believe this in my heart, there will be a time where we are forced to either silence ourselves and submit to the powers that be and refuse to speak out, or we're going to have to speak boldly on what we believe to be true. Now, whether or not you are a Christian or not, this should be important to you, because your right to your opinion is paramount. Just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean that that thing needs to be made illegal. And I fully am aware of the implications as a Christian and as a conservative, what that means for the inverse. Just because somebody has an opinion does not mean that opinion needs to be suppressed by our government. That is a dangerous, dangerous, slippery slope. And if that does come to the US, God help us all. Look, I'm going to do more of these videos, kind of short form style topics, conversational, opinion based. I'm not going to do a long form one today. I just wanted to bring up a topic that I find is becoming more and more prevalent on what I'm seeing online, what's happening around the world. This is real. People have real cops knocking on their doors at their homes. This is not just some fictitious fairy tale that what if could happen. No, this is happening right now. Today, this is happening. And we need to be very diligent to guard against it happening in the US. So I'm going to be doing, these short form type commentaries, guys. Right now I'm posting on, Unruly Truth on YouTube, Instagram. You can also follow me personally at Josh Mulvihill, on those things. I think on YouTube it's at Mulvihill. I'm not really posting on that one right now. But I appreciate you guys, very much. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.